TPC alert. TPC alert.
You've been enlisted into a top secret live stream called Pull the Ultra Trigger, a weekly live watch and review featuring Raffin Shoma and KaijuNoir. So strap yourself in to a brightly colored nitro-filled funny jet. It's time to pull the Ultra Trigger.
I made that with the bitmap on the Windies.
I hope they don't hit each other too hard.
Smite it.
Oh yeah! Mr. Red!
And I'm searching for my knight in shining armor. No way.
Way. No, thank you. Are you being sarcastic or sincere or a little bit both?
Smite it. Smite it.
It's pretty scary how well done those openings that Mr. Brayton Connor makes for us. So, anyways, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the 13th episode of Pull the Ultra Trigger, which is weird because it is the 12th episode of Ultraman Trigger, the show in which this weekly live stream is a part of. But as you know, we did a special and I counted that as its own episode. So, but yeah, 13 is never a good number. And we'll see what happens tonight. I'll bring in Mr. Andres in a little bit, but let's see who's in the chat. We have Mr. Goji Shea, 1991. Says, can't wait to hear Andres' attempt at the unnecessarily long description. Yes, indeed. I enjoy torturing him like that every time. Oh, wait. Gotta make sure. Hold on. Oh, darn it. Okay, can you guys hear me right now? Am I coming out okay? I hope not. I forgot to unmute onto the StreamYard. So, anyways, Goji says, wait, Raph and Andra survived an attack by the pale Canadian shark last week? Huzzah! Oh, we'll discuss how that happened a little bit. And Doomzilla says, let's see more hijinks ensue, with an upside-down smiley face. But let's bring in tonight's guest star. Well, actually, my co-host. We're going to play his little theme music first, though. Because why not? Where is it? Okay, there it is.
This powerful ally, Robot Man.
You know them robos. I'm
I'm in love with a robot man.
Robot Man.
A
very, very special robot man.
Really?
I switch him on each night and day. It's such a thrill to hear him say.
You can check out my
Damn! Hello, Andres. How are you doing tonight?
I got better.
Yeah, so how do you want to explain what happened last week? We were both brutally, ruthlessly, mercilessly killed by a door-to-door land shark, or the SNL Geozark, if you will. Do you want to explain it as David Dallas Guy style dream sequence, or did we just pull a Riverdale and not give a fuck?
It was all just a dream, and everything that happened the prior season never happened.
Exactly. We went down. Okay.
Well, also, I tried leaving the show to pursue a better career in other live streaming fronts, but unfortunately that didn't pan out so well. So I need to come back, and that's why we need to come up with this bullshit excuse as to why I'm suddenly alive again.
Yeah. Well, your stint with the ghost of Egg McMahon, hosting the live stream Search for the Stars, I thought it went well, but so sad that show ended within 1 week since our last live stream. Yeah. Okay, so, and Mr. Goji says this theme needs altered to say Robot Man. And
also, who the fuck are you, Raph, to talk over my goddamn theme song? A theme song which I can't even hear from this point. How dare you, good sir?
Yeah, I can barely hear it. Besides, it's a nice little George Harrison style subliminal messaging, though. So.
Yes, it is a very good theme song, which is why you shouldn't be talking over it while the audience listens to it.
That is a good reference for you. Doomzilla says, well, a certain individual is out of town care for anyone to say the dreaded G word. So I don't know what that means. So
okay. It means that wait, is this the week that Matt is out of town? If so, goddamn!
Oh, okay. So that's
because
why
he hates because he hates the Gandooms.
Right. Why is that exactly? I have no idea why.
Because he sees it as nothing but military porn, where it's just like, oh, robots and more robots. Oh.
Is that your impression of Matt Burkett?
No, that's my impression. My impression of Matt Burkett's impression of Max from Monstrosities.
Oh, okay.
Oh, robots. Combined with a little bit of someone else. Oh, you son of a bitch!
Right, Max is the really nice guy who unfortunately looks a little bit like the humanoid equivalent of Grumpy Cat, correct?
You need to say that to his face now.
I know, I probably will. It's like, it sucks when I say things insulting. I know people who are cool will accept it, but when I try to, I don't know, I'm weird when it comes to giving out compliments. So yeah, stop.
Raph and Shoma's weird? Come on, that's just science fantasy, man.
And speaking of weird, we're doing the second part of our two-parter double feature. Last week, our main well, actually, it's better you just go ahead and read the long description, which is currently in the private section. So,
all right, hope you enjoy this, Shay. As Trigger Dark continues his berserk rampage in modern times, Kango is having an internal fistfight with the aforementioned giant within his metaphysical subconscious, as well as in the ancient regular physical past. While time traveling, mind battles against your alter ego are a standard for American science fiction fantasy, see Alf versus Mr. Belvedere, this is a Japanese production featuring men in suits slapping each other, so of course it'll alienate and confuse most American viewers. This is a problem from the half-baked script of Japanese television or the cynical mindset of your dour American viewers. Will the power of friendship bring Trigger back to Kango's side? What was it? Does Raph purposely write these overwrought synopses to annoy KaijuNoir? Do you know the Muffin Man? Also, cute doggy kaiju. Hopefully this will end as Old Yeller did.
Okay, so yeah, we are also doing the second part of the Evil Tiga two-parter. And let's see. We just have Doomzilla and Gojishe in the audience. If anybody else wants to speak up, go ahead. Apparently there's 6 people watching, so that take away 2, that's 4 people watching.
Speak now or forever hold your peace.
Yes, exactly. So, but with that said, before we begin, any new developments in the world of Japan that that you want to share with us?
Let's see. So, currently, people still cannot enter the country. Big shocker there. But for anybody who is leaving Japan and wish to come back into Japan, rather than waiting for 14 days, they now have to wait 10 days of quarantine before they can go out and do anything, which, of course, means nothing at all. So, people are still unwilling to go out on business trips and whatever. Because they can't afford to stay quarantined for 10 days, even if it's 4 days less. So, yeah, travel is still at a standstill. I believe they are having plans on trying to improve domestic traveling, trying to bring back the go-to-travel promotion where it's like, oh, here's like a 50% discount on a flight to Okinawa or whatever. And so... I'm pretty sure, things might improve in terms of domestic travel. In terms of international travel, there's still no light at the end of the tunnel.
Okay, so we do miss you, Mr. Andres. So, when you do come back to America, it's not going to be one of those things where your family have turned your room into a recreation of the Star Trek set, and they say you gotta go somewhere else, boy.
Oh, trust me, they already turned my room into like a storage closet.
Oh God, don't you? Yeah, damn it, that's the story of everybody's fucking family. So I'm
if I anytime I visited in the past, I would have to trudge through a bunch of boxes just to get to my goddamn bed.
Yeah, it's like, and even I hear this horror story from everybody. It's not just my family. It's not just your family. And there's no attempt to clean it out when the person in question returns.
Nope.
Yeah.
You can't expect them to clean out a room-sized closet of stuff.
Yeah, but at least move the fucking boxes.
That room has been not used for 12 months, so of course they're gonna make use out of it.
Right. You've been gone for only 12 months. It felt like you've been gone for 2 years, maybe even more.
Fuck you, Ralph.
Right. That was actually a sincere question from my end.
I mean 12 months between visits, you dingus.
Oh, yeah, but when you started living in Japan. I'm not counting simplistic visits.
And that was 12 months between visits.
Okay.
You dingus.
Right, but when you officially started working in Japan, when was that?
That was 2016.
2016. Okay, so yeah, you've been there. Yeah, you've been there for almost... Shit, hold on, my brain. Yeah, you've been there for a little over 5 years.
There we go. That's the magic answer.
Yeah, but still, yeah, it's it does suck when moral for future families. If you're gonna use somebody's room as a storage bin, but they're coming back, at least attempt to make a walkway. Okay, don't put everything in the damn middle, and and then use the excuse, oh, it's a welcome home obstacle course. Enjoy.
However, I will give a slack to my parents because again, it's a room that is only used once every 12 months for 2 weeks. So I don't blame them for wanting to take advantage of it.
Right. Still, though. But anyways, hey, Laura's in chat. So suddenly, okay, we got some good vibes going on. And he says, this is the cute doggy episode? Oh, yes, Laura, for the most part. And then, and as we say doggies, then Laura's is summon. And Laura says, my ears perked up in her reply to Goji Shay. So, but anyways, let's, so this episode is the second part of the original Evil Tiga two-parter. And in addition to Evil Tiga himself, the episode also features Gardy, who is perhaps the closest thing to an Ultraman-based monster, since he was an ancient pet to one of the Ultra characters we watch in tonight's episode. And he has a little bit of an interesting backstory as far as production goes, but let's get into the episode itself proper, and you have it downloaded and ready on your end, right, Mr. Andres?
Yep.
Okay, so, yeah, let me open it on my end. Gonna open it. Where is it? Okay. What the hell? Well, that's interesting. Okay, hold on. I'm getting distracted. If anybody has questions for Andres's, go ahead. Dead air. That's one mean-looking pooch there, says Doomzilla. No, he's a big old sweetheart. Well, I don't know. I haven't seen this episode in ages. So we'll see what happens.
Right, due to your intense dislike of Tiga, despite you wanting to go out of your way to make a live stream series for a Tiga-themed Ultraman show.
Well, it was Ultraman Trigger, so it's like this is a new experience to me, whereas Tiga is isolated. Oh, cool, the Island of Dr. Moreau from 1978 is free on YouTube Movies. Nice! It's great to see Michael York do anthropomorphic lion cosplay. What were we talking about before I got easily distracted?
Tigas.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I don't know. To be honest, I think both series have their flaws. It's like we're already halfway through with Ultraman Trigger here. So there's like, 13 episodes more to go. In Tiga, I've come to appreciate Tiga a little more. I think halfway into the series, it found its groove and became a little less annoying.
And yet, you still continue to say the whole series is bad.
No, I personally don't like it. It's not bad, but you can definitely tell it's a bit half-baked. It's like, again...
No, it's not.
No, it's not. It's a great show, you should know.
Nope.
I defend this show completely, for I'm Andres Perez. Yes! It's a good series, even though in mythology makes no sense and they had to make a backup movie in order to explain everything like almost 3 years after the fact. What the hell? Daigo's actor was already too old. He had a cane in the movie.
Suddenly I'm being voiced by Eddie Deason.
I'm sorry. I don't... No, that was supposed to be Jack.
Obviously,
Hodgson.
I should talk like this.
Oh, yes, exactly. I'm Andres Perez. My opinions are bad, but my voice is so sexy you won't care either way. Yeah.
Really?
Really? Oh, yeah. Oh, thrust from the pelvis. Oh, thrust my pelvis. Oh, why are you doing a Duckman impression? Because it's the greatest show ever made. So, okay, enough of that. All right, are you on 0-0 with Ultraman Tiga, episode 44?
I've never even seen Duckman.
Yeah. Oh, it's okay.
I never grew up with the USA Network.
I, on the other hand, I've been ruined.
I have watched everything.
Right. I'm Gilbert Godfrey. We're gonna watch trauma movies, okay? You like trauma?
It's all about fire safety.
Okay, so, and let's check the comments before we begin. Goji Shay says, more like Raph's irrational dislike of Tiga. I haven't seen Tiga yet. I'm still on 7, but I'm still fun to troll Raph. Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
You should always troll Raph.
Right. That makes no sense. I already live under a bridge. Ow, my hands. Okay. Are you on 0-0, my friend?
Yes.
Okay. All right, so we're going to put the impressions away. Ladies and gentlemen, join us. Episode of Ultraman Tiga, episode 44, is in the description. So if you're on 0-0, we're going to start in a little bit. This episode is entitled, hold on, oh, Inheritance of the Shadows, and is a second parter of the Evil Tiga two-parter. So,
which we started last week.
Exactly. And what happened recently, in last week's episode, an evil scientist by the name of Kaigo Masaki took away the spark. What is the transformation device of the original Ultraman Tiga? The spark lens.
What's that? Sorry, I was distracted by Laura's comment.
No, did this turn into enemies to lovers live watch? The storyline's confusing. Sure it is.
I don't know. Raph wrote it. It's all anything he does is confusing.
You'll see. It's exactly as you said. We'll watch tonight. But anyways, he stole the transformation device from Daigo, and now this evil scientist named Kango is going to use it to resurrect one of the still remaining Ultraman statues from ancient times. However, Daigo might get some help from a little mysterious puppy. So, okay, so everyone on 00, we're going to start in 3, 2, 1, go.
And just to clarify, we're watching Ultraman Tiga, not Ultraman Trigger.
Yes.
That will come later.
There'll be plenty of time for the Tiga later, Doctor. I want to watch Ultraman Max. Shut up, you. Are Bane and... Damn it, why are Bane impressions still fun to do after all these horrible years?
Because the only way to have big comedy is to perform an impression. Great impressions are the kinds that transcend time.
I don't understand a single word you said, but I love it.
Memes, they come and go, but legends, they live forever.
How long do you think it's going to take Tom Harding to do really stupid voices in comedy cartoons?
I don't know, because he's always, according to Matt Burkett, he's always doing your voice, doing the Adam Sandler voice. I eat a lobster. Yum, 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 yum.
Nothing but utter hatred in this podcast of ours. Live stream, whatever the fuck we're supposed to call it.
I learned it from watching you, Matt.
Why is the captain always wearing a cap?
Why shouldn't a captain wear a cap?
It's too much on the nose. And you know how I feel about puns. I hate them. Zing.
And noses.
Yeah. Inheritance of the Darkness, episode 44 of Unsolved Mystery. The underground shark Geozark that appeared.
I can read, Raph.
I know, but I'm reading for everyone else. A mysterious man steals Daigo's spark lens.
A man with amazing pecs.
What is the event that's about to occur? I don't know. People fight.
How about you shut the fuck up and watch the goddamn show?
Yeah. You kind of knew that beforehand.
Oh no, the doggie died.
Don't worry, the doggies. Well. Goji Shay, no. That's a terrible pun. The captain, if you will, he says. Smell my armpits. Oh no, in addition to being a mad scientist, he's also rich. He is Lex Luthor.
No!
Down with the bourgeoisie before they turn into giants and try to crush us. More so than usual. Marxism. Doomzilla says, "Oh, F that. Anyone who kicks a dog will get their ass kicked." Goju says, "Oh, I like that. Like that's ever stopped you before, Raph, as far as puns are concerned."
No way. Way. By the way, have we filled our body odor quota yet?
You have bad breath, Andres. You're supposed to say, "You stink. You stink, Raph."
You stink, Raph. You haven't even taken one of your world famous showers yet.
Ah, bubble baths. You know, I was almost tempted to do like a bunch of pictures of like all our friends taking bubble baths and just insert insert our faces on top of Kudara's body, but it just felt wrong, so I stopped. But I have the pictures ready for blackmail. Oh no, not Mr. DNA.
Check out my Bill Nye the Science Guy presentation.
So they're distantly related?
Funny thing about the word Kyodai, depending on which kanji you use, Kyodai can mean siblings or it can mean giants.
Huh. Is that just a coincidence, or is there a sort of connection? Okay.
No. It's just two different combinations of two different sets of kanji that happen to have the same pronunciation.
Oh, so
like which and which,
or
and
base,
way and way.
Or bass and bass.
Yeah. No. Like which way and which way.
Yeah. You know, the way those buildings look like, I thought Guts was about to invade the rodent district of Zootopia. Catch us on fire. Oh, this was a bad idea. Oh, my balls! Electrified. I had to. I'm sorry, Win. She's not having a good time going down those stairs.
Nope. It's like, watch out, she's not comfortable running in those boots.
Yeah. And those are some real boots, too. Those boots were made for walking all over those stairs. We're about to have a nerd fight.
Hey. I'm big now.
Unleash Mecha Godzilla, I mean Evil Tigger.
I am now become Ultra Man.
When Super Man is not enough.
That's right, I'm name-dropping Superman this time. Ha! I know, goddamn coward. Behold the power of my green screen abilities.
Against shaky stock footage, Cam. First time being shocked by a force field, shame on you. Second time, shame on you. Oh, God. Nippo.
なんでもない無力な存在だったのか。丹後博士、見てくれ。ここが僕の城になるんだ。正木さんだけが僕の才能を認めてくれたんだ。
Oh, hell, Mandark, the genius. Shut up, Mandark. Nobody likes you.
You really can't tell which is which. Battle of the doughy scientists.
素晴らしいだろう。ウルトラマンをいくらでもコピーできるんだ。
Ever seen the Stephen King, George Romero movie, The Dark Half? This is what I think it would look like if David Gorizard started it. I'm sorry, David, for future reference.
Ooh, you mother fudgers! Sorry, I just thought of a good joke.
That's okay. What was it?
No, I'm asking. I'm saying it in his place.
Okay.
He's laughing because he just thought of a good joke right now.
Oh, okay.
That's why he started randomly laughing.
Yeah. Soak it up, ladies and gentlemen. I'm here all day, flexing my glowing pecs.
I hate this channel.
Oh God, Evil Tiggo, what are you doing? Oh God, thank God those buildings.
He's having a Tim Curry moment.
Thank God those buildings are covering his crotch area.
Ecstasy. Malcolm. Columbia. Rocky.
Thank God Brayton's not here to yell at us.
Or you.
It's Brayton. He yells at us.
Nah, I'm pretty sure it's just you.
It's guilt by association.
I have no guilt.
And that's why you do horrible things when the show's over. Horrible, sexy things. You know, if this was America, they would just shot him in the head the moment he spoke.
What's wrong with that?
No, it's just in real life, you never allow anybody to monologue or even discuss, defend themselves.
What's wrong with that?
You violent, racist little man, you.
What's wrong with that? Raph, I don't see I don't see the problem with that. Yes.
In your contract, you agreed not to do any annoy impressions. Please stop.
No.
Okay.
Yes. Whatever.
If I had the abilities, I'd green screen the Mephiles agent as two alien friends running around like, why are they destroying? We were just doing a travelogue show.
You don't even have any purple on you.
In comes Gardy trying to convince his ancient master not to be a jerk. Unfortunately, there's a modern day human inside that, in the pilot seat. Poor thing.
見て、あの怪獣、偽のテガに向かってく。
You know, I love the design of Gardy, but I forgot how not impressive his roars are.
I think they just try to make him sound cute.
You know what a dog kaiju really should sound like, Andres?
Oh yeah.
That was for you, Nippo. It's a really good foreground model.
Yeah.
Stop. No.
In the name of love. He's gone mad with power and ego.
Yes. Just like Elon Musk and Donald Trump and all the rest of the oligarchic elite.
泣いてるよ。急いでここを出ましょう。
待ってください。
Goji says, this is starting to sound like an episode of Mystery Science Theater with the demon dogs. Yeah.
まだやることがあります。先に行ってください。
I left my drugs here. I mean my drugs. I mean my drugs.
Daigo, don't end up like evil Tigga. He's all doped up on opium. Laura says, yeah, your guys' growling is upsetting our dogs. Sorry about that, Laura. Now I'm tempted to do more of it. Doomzilla says, oh, now who's the kaiju here?
Must resist the urge to do gymnastic backflip.
This is why you should always take a rubber blanket with you. Oh, this is just gratuitous. You know, I'm sorry, Andres. Even though I've come to reappreciate the monsters of Ultraman Tiga, it does annoy me that whenever a good guy creature shows up on this show, there's such lightweights in the fighting department.
It's called dramatic tension, Raph.
I know, but they should at least throw in a
dramatic tension.
Yeah, but it's like,
tension.
No, bad writing. At least let the monster have a punch or two.
You're bad writing.
I want my yogurt cup now. Andres, no.
You're a yogurt cup.
Uh-oh. Well, that's a neat little effect with the little smoke streams from Tiga's arms.
Yeah.
Oh, God. I forgot how sad this was.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna do to you what I did to Chayo, damn it!
Oh wait, this is 1996. It's another 48 years before they succeed against Chayo.
I'm gonna copyright. I'm gonna file a copyright infringement. I'm gonna copyright the fuck out of you.
Evil Tig, I'm gonna
for infringement, for infringing upon my likeness.
Evil Tig, I'm gonna mess you up worse than we messed up the Australian Film Corporation. Association. Doomzilla says dick move in reference to what Evil Tigga did. Laura Fitkin, is that rubber blanket the rubber fitted sheet on your bed, Raph? Your mom lied. It's not normal for a fully grown man to still have one. Laura, my brother Miguel dealt with force fields on his camping trip back in 2017, and as Christmas gift, he gave everybody rubber blankets. So we've been force field free ever since. That was a terrible joke. It made no sense. I'm sorry, everybody.
Like I said, never trust anything that Raph wrote or said.
But I'll still read them. What do you think of this music cue with, like, the, for lack of a term, the schmarmy trumpets?
I love it.
They came that close to hitting the cameraman in the face. Good body acting from the Evil Tig actor.
Mm-hmm. Now here's the part where they both stand still until one of them falls.
Is there a terminology for this kind of cliche move in Japanese action?
Most likely.
Okay.
So this is the part where it's like, haha, looks like I win. Oh, shit!
Oh, there's Ultraman guts everywhere. I'm loving the model work, but when you see the buildings kind of jiggle a bit, it kind of pulls you out of the illusion a bit.
Yeah. Thankfully, they've gotten better in the 30 years since then.
Yeah, yeah. Although with that says, they still haven't perfected the lack of shadows on the sky mat. So that's like my one pet peeve with modern day Japanese monster movies. It's like you can see the shadow on this. Oh god, the dog's dead. Oh god.
Oh, I wonder if this is a reference to Gabadon.
Maybe. Most likely.
Where they left like a grave in the stars.
Mm-hmm. Now you tell them what you did and you apologize.
I wouldn't have gotten away with it too if it weren't for you meddling guts members.
Turns out the whole Evil Tigga plot was just an excuse to get gold.
Daigo, our most useless member who contributed absolutely nothing as far as we knew to this operation.
You know, in real life, a lot of these Ultraman hosts would have been fired from their job on day 2.
Yeah.
You son of a bitch, where were you? A dog got killed, you motherfucker! You scumbag! They just start slapping him. Okay. That was a little flirtatious.
So was that. Hey, he's alive!
Oh! What? I don't remember the little guy surviving at the end.
A boomer shall live!
Yes! Gardy shall live! It's like this show's never shied away from killing off benevolent creatures. So, oh wait, Laura says, wait, did the dog really die? Its giant monster form probably died, but the original doggy host, he made out okay. So Gardy is okay. Gardy lives. And Laura also said beforehand, what? That was a damn good bedwetting joke, and you ruined it with your camping force field. So thank you, Laura. And Doomzilla says, he lives! Okay, so, you know, I enjoyed that episode, but does it feel a little anticlimactic compared to...
No!
Everything you say is wrong, Raph.
Everything you say is wrong, Raph.
Don't repeat what I just said.
I will repeat what you just said.
Okay. So, but no, what do you, as the more Tega friendly supporter here, what
as the person who's right here,
Dinah and Guy are better. What do you think of that episode?
Doesn't matter. All that matters is Tega's great, and so was this episode. I enjoyed it.
No, seriously, what do you think
It's
of
fun.
this episode?
It's fun. It's
Okay.
perfect. It's the right amount of the right amount of drama and action and emotions, emotional investment, and they, you know, again, special effects. I'll definitely give them credit for what they were able to do 30 years ago, 25 years ago, back in 1996, and for them trying to pull off a Ultraman versus Evil Ultraman in the 90s for their first time ever since, like, I don't know, Ultraman Zerth 2. I give them props for that. They succeeded, and like you said, the suit acting was amazing, both in terms of not just Tiga, but also anything involving Gardy and Evil Tiga. It's kind of strange that they call him Evil Tiga because he technically has nothing to do with Tiga.
Yeah.
He just so happens to be a separate Ultraman who happens to look like Tiga. So really, is my one and only critique, is that they did hint that they might be brothers or they're connected in some way like brothers, but calling him Evil Tiga is a bit of a, what do you call it, a misnomer?
Yeah.
Because, yeah, really, he has nothing to do with Tiga. He just happens to be another Ultraman who happens to be possessed by an evil corporate douchebag.
Exactly. That's a good point you bring up. So I just think in that case, like you said, it was a misnomer and probably just a terrible name to begin with. Well,
No, I'm pretty sure, if anything, it was just due to marketing.
Yeah, the possessed giant would probably have been a better name for the character. So, but no, I agree with you. The marketers. So, so alternatively, though, Ultraman Tiga Light would have been a terrible idea. So, Lite. So, and
then again, these are the same people who thought Glitter Tiga was a good name.
So about Gardy, we got some really good fan art of him on the screen right now, and that fan art was done by a Japanese artist named Yuki Kaze, who has a Pixiv website. But no, the thing about Gardy that's interesting was that in early development for Ultraman Tiga, it was briefly considered that he would have 3 capsule kaiju similar to Ultra 7. And although all 3 of them were designed, only Gardy ended up being used at the end. As far as the other 2 monsters were concerned, unfortunately, there's been no online uploads of the original concept art what those 2 other capsule Tiga kaiju were going to be. Not only that, but Gardy also has it's never stated directly, but he shares a lot in common with another unmade Ultraman kaiju. When they were, again, getting back to Ultra 7, when they were considering a capsule kaiju for him, there was going to be one kaiju based on the famous dog who always waited for his master afterwards. Hachiko, thank you. And unfortunately, that monster went by the wayside. So yeah, it's like, I think maybe Gardia was slightly inspired by the Hachiko capsule kaiju, but there's been no confirmation of that. But it's just a similarity I had to bring up. So, with that said, what do you think? No one's ever really done good capsule kaiju in a long time. It's like they're usually
Mebius did it well.
You should really, because
Ultra Galaxy.
Oh yeah, Ultra Galaxy was basically fighting capsule kaiju everywhere. So
Yeah, it was Pokemon with Ultra Kaiju.
Exactly. And for anybody who listening to this in the future, if you want an Ultraman series where you get rid of Ultraman, it's this Kaiju beating the shit out of each other, get Ultra Galaxy. You'll love the show. It's like, yes, it was a very small production made for like an independent satellite channel, but the lack of city destruction is made up for like really good fight choreography and just a sheer variety of every monster suit they had available at the time.
Right. It's like we have a bunch of fresh new suits that are barely like a couple years old. Let's just use them as much as we could.
Exactly. And I also love, even knowing that now the whole continuity interdimensional breaking thing is getting a little annoying, it was great in Ultraman Galaxy where it's like, screw it, just have monsters from different continuities beat the crap out of each other. So you had like Ganku, the eyeball monster, up against monsters from Ultraman Nexus, and of course that was a series that established for a long time Gomora, the burrowing horned dinosaur, to be a good guy kaiju. Something that's only recently been undone with Ultraman Z and forward. So, but yeah, with that said, I was honestly surprised how kind of mellow the episode was. Like, I actually appreciate it because usually when you watch tokusatsu, it's a little overwrought, both in the positive and the depressing eras. But here, yeah, like you said, it was a good mix and a balance here, as opposed to like if we were watching like Power Rangers or Super Sentai, where it's like it might
constantly silly all the time.
Exactly. So Warrior King is in the chat. He says, "Yo, sorry I'm late." It's okay, Warrior King. We're about to watch this episode of Ultraman Trigger for this week. We did finish watching Ultraman Tiga episode 44 with Gardy, and I'm happy Gardy survived at the end. I completely forgot he survived at the end. So
yeah, because you're as always you're wrong about Tiga.
Fuck it. Screw Tiga. Ultraman guy is better. All the good guy kaiju in there know
doesn't
how to throw a fist.
Doesn't matter. That's Guy is not part of the discussion. Neither is Dinah.
Ultraman Dinah is also good because the good guy kaiju in that.
Will
can throw
Dinah
a
and
fist.
Guy ever get their anniversary new generation series? Fuck no.
Wait a year, then we'll see what happens. Although most likely I think they won't because Ultraman Tiga is way more famous.
Yeah, because it's the best.
You are such a belligerent little boy, you know that?
And you're such a poopy head.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
No, I'm not. Old man versus small boy tonight on Fox News.
No, you're not.
Yes, No, you're not. Don't try to pull
late.
that. Don't try to pull that Bugs Bunny Daffy Duck
You already did it.
on me.
You already did it.
God, where's the mute? I forgot. I have the control over your mute button. Where is it? Why haven't I've done this in the previous 12 episodes?
I love Laura's comment. It's like it was very melancholy.
Oh.
It's a pud. Zing.
Oh my goodness. Goji Show says, my stupid Wi-Fi is acting up. I may be dropping in and out of here. Oh, sorry about that. Oh, god damn it. Brayton's in the chat.
Ultraman Jonius beats them all.
That's because that's the only series he's seen more than one episode from. So,
and you know what? I'll agree with him just to annoy you, Ralph.
That's okay. I like Ultraman Jonas. Uh-oh.
I'm sure
Brayton's logic circuits are broken.
I'm sure it's superior to Dinah and Gaia in every way.
Not really.
Yes, it is.
Every Ultraman show has its problems.
No, it's not.
Ultraman Jonas, they kind of get into a rut like halfway in the series.
No, it's not.
Where
no,
it's
it
just
doesn't.
nothing but space
no, it
battles.
Isn't. Nope. Nope.
It is.
Nope.
It is.
Nope.
It is.
Nope.
Nope. Damn it. Didn't work. All right. And then Goji says, there you are, Brayton, our favorite heckler. Yeah. Goddamn, Brayton. I was hoping we'd have one night without you here. So, anyway, funny thing about, I showed Brayton the first 4 episodes of Ultraman Jonas during a simpler time when I actually thought he was open-minded about this stuff. Only for him to tell me, why the fuck are you showing me this?
He's not even an anime person. Why would you show him the anime Ultraman?
This was like a week after I met him. So.
Why would you show someone you barely met fucking Jonius?
I don't know. It seemed like a good idea at the time. You know, like when you when you buy rubber blankets and masks to defend yourself from campy force fields, and then people just accuse you of peeing your bed. So, anyways, but no, it was funny what Brayton said. You're familiar with the first 4 episodes of Ultraman Jonas, right?
I've never watched Ultraman Jonas.
You son of a nice lady I've never met. Okay.
You have met my mom.
I know. It says I just say that so I can avoid saying the witch with a B at the front word. So, but anyways, no. So the first episode of Ultraman Jonas, he battles a team of dinosaurs trapped in iceberg. The second episode, Ultraman Jonas fights a living tornado with an alien heart inside. Third episode, Ultraman Jonas fights a red cloud that physically transforms into a monster when it's rain. And in the fourth episode, he battles a giant crocodile. And Brayton's reaction after watching all 4 episodes were, well, they ruined the theming. It's like the first 3 episodes were all about weather kaiju, and then they threw in a fucking alligator in the last episode.
Welcome to Ultraman, my friends.
Yeah, exactly. So... But yeah, it's like I never noticed that. It's like the first 3 episodes, weather-based kaiju. Last episode, they fucked it up. So, all right. And Goji says, why do I get the feeling Raph and Andres are about to start singing "Anything You Can Do, I Can Do Better" song? So, if we started doing that, Brayton would break into the conversation, join us. I can sing. Yeah. I can sing way better. I'm Brayton. Yeah. All right, and oh god, Brayton says, I just finished watching Wait Until Dark. My heart is pounding. Is Audrey Hepburn an Ultra Sentai Ranger hero person? Oh, that's Wait Until Dark. Isn't that the one where she's blind and she's being stalked by somebody?
And then he said Al Roker was his human counterpart.
Right. Oh, that right. That's another joke. So... And then Doomzilla says, well, that blew up in your face. Well, that could refer to anything I just said. Okay.
Everything you say and do always blows up in your face.
Because my mouth is sitting in front of my face. It's a very weird combination. I can literally lick my nose.
Anyway, Ultraman Trigger.
Okay, so yeah, we're going to watch the second parter of the Ultraman Trigger Dark, which is a Wait, is it Dark Trigger? Trigger Dark? What's the name of this character?
I remember we complained about this, and I mentioned people in Japan, they don't know how to use English properly. So yeah, it was most likely they called it Trigger Dark.
Okay.
Even though that's not how adjectives work in English.
Yeah, Trigger Dark sounds like a coffee option at Starbucks.
It's like they initially accidentally translated it to Spanish. And then, retranslated it back into English, literal English.
Okay, before we begin, quick note about Evil Tiga. Even knowing this is the character's only real appearance, he did briefly appear in Ultraman Dyna, but he was one of the many different forms taken on by the shape-shifting kaiju Moravaya. And he showed up as a digital copy in the comedy special Ultraman Ginga Theater Special Ultra Hero plus Hero Battle Royale, Ultra Monster plus Hero Battle Royale, which was just an excuse to let every surviving monster costume make cameos in there. So, and what else? Other media. Oh yeah, and of course he's one of the lead characters of the somewhat offshoot spin-off manga series and stage show Darkness Heals. So, but I barely know anything about the story of Darkness Heals, other than it just stars 4 evil Ultramen. So, okay, and we got Doomzilla says Trigger Dark, a completely stupid name. Thank you. I'm glad we're not the only two complaining about that. Okay, so let's move on to the next episode. So, all right, let me open it on my end. And you got it open?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, excellent. Oh, wait a minute, there's a notification. Oh, okay, ladies and gentlemen, just to let you know, when you're done with this, go ahead and join Titan Goji's channel. They have a live stream going on saying, what is Kaiju Masterclass with Steve Rifle, Ed Gore, I'm not going to even say that, and our friend Patrick. Yeah, whatever. And Patrick
Eddie
Alvin.
G, as I like to call him.
Yeah, Eddie G is okay.
Eddie G.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure he hates that. He would have hated that name.
All right. Or would have even loved it. So, and
you go over to the chat and be like, "What's up, Eddie G?"
And he just starts shooting at the computer screen. That's not my name!
No, it's like, I was done with those days. Those days were behind me.
Right.
I agreed to never look back on them.
Okay. And our friend Patrick Galvin is there too, so definitely check that out when you guys are done here. So, but anyways, let's move on to the next episode. Time to open it up on my end. That's just me doing a little song.
Is that what he calls it?
It's a little do. So, oh yeah, I gotta open the subtitles on this. Okay, excellent. All right, I'm on 00. How about you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right, and ladies and gentlemen, you can find the episode in the description. I'm going to change the title card a little bit. Okay, there we go. We got Trigger Dark looking all cool and menacing, walking. Cool guys don't look at explosions, especially when they're on a berserk rampage. Okay, so in 3, 2, 1, play. Holy crap, the model sets have improved since 1996.
Stop it, you big meanie.
I've never seen the captain this concerned before, so my theory of him being a robot is no longer there. Doesn't have as much weight as before. Warrior King says, stupid name on Trigger Dark, but awesome suit design. I think we can agree on that. This is what I think happens backstage when guests meet the celebrity guests at G-Fest. They just get beaten up.
They just get into fights with like Don Fry.
Exactly.
Get the hell away from me. I'll remember you. I don't like anyone I don't remember. America.
Sorry, my cat Fluffy just came into the room. Hey, Fluffy. We're watching a dispute between friends. Go over here, girl. Let me just hold you a little more. You saw a little monster dog die on screen. Okay. That's all I wanted. Sorry about that, everybody. I had to give my cat a kiss. Insert Macross joke here.
Yes, I know it's Robotech.
Yes, I know. It's okay. It's practically the same thing till it got to the second season, and then they just threw the continuity baby out the tub.
Like, hey, you know this protagonist? Well, she used to be this blonde protagonist. She used to be the green-haired baby from the previous show.
That makes no sense.
She dyed her hair.
Oh, okay. The song has grown on me, but it's definitely not the original Ultraman Tiga song.
Mm-hmm. You know, the funny thing is, like, I have a couple of students in their, like, 40s and 50s who've had children that grew up on Ultraman Tiga.
Really?
And, yeah, and I've had students who are in college right now who also grew up on Tiga.
Oh my god, how does it feel to be old? Not as old as me, but how does it feel to be old in your own respective way? The woolly mammoth to my ancient sea scorpion.
Well, I'm just saying this, that I've had I guess I get that sense of gratification to know that there are people of various ages who remember Tiga either when they were parents or when they were children.
Aww.
That's the thing. It's like they don't remember any other Ultraman but Tiga. So I guess like Tiga was like the biggest Ultraman of that era.
Yeah. That's sweet to hear, but at the same time, it also reminds me of like how everybody here in America remembers Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, but they don't remember anything that happened.
Well, of course, because that had an enormous cultural impact.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, everyone's going to remember like the original. It's just natural.
Okay.
You're never going to recreate the impact that the first incarnation of anything is going to have compared to its follow-ups.
Is that why? Do you think that's the same reason why so many American writers desperately try to ape the 54 scary Godzilla in all American Godzilla media?
I don't think so, because honestly, I don't see 54 Godzilla at all in the MonsterVerse.
Yeah, that is true. They went full-on superhero franchise there.
They're trying to make a version of they're trying to make a version of Godzilla they think they remember from the Godzilla movies that they were exposed to back in the day, which were the sillier, campier Showa movies.
Yeah, but then I think the reasoning behind my question quickly. Oh, that's neat. The oversized car and the rusty beam in the way.
Yeah.
So yeah, but anyways. No, it's like when you look at like the IDW comics and they lean in hard on the dark and scary Godzilla, whereas the monster.
Oh shit! He revealed the secret.
Oh my goodness! I got his name right. Okay, for a moment there, I thought you were mocking me. Oh no, it's not Kango, it's Kingo. Okay, I still screwed up.
Kengo, you said Congo.
Right. Congo's a better name. No, it's not. Yes, it is. No, it is. Not it is.
Wrong.
You're wrong.
Wrong.
You're all wrong.
Raph stole my mic.
Behold the power of my stock footage.
He actually said it.
Oh
I was thinking it. I'll make you smile, damn it!
Oh man, that sucked.
Let's put a smile on that face of yours.
Should I, folks? Ah, what the hell.
As long as it gets him to stop bothering me.
I love the costume work. When it's zoom-ins on the armor, you can see the foam that they cut together to create the armor. It's a fun detail. I'm very impressed with the craftsmanship, but still, it's like. Doomzilla, Warrior King says, and yet so many hack writers try and fail to replicate the impact of the original without understanding what made it good to begin with, sadly. So, and Doomzilla says, epic fist bump.
So yeah, this is definitely, they're trying to do like a time loop deal.
Oh, okay.
Where like the reason why he became good in the first place. Oh wow, the other statues.
Yeah.
Or no, are those other statues or are those his other forms?
It's his other forms as separate beings.
I
actually like that. I think that's a really cool. I know it doesn't happen often, but I like it when they allow the other forms to briefly become their own individuals and fight alongside the original. My trigger was the best gimp ever. So says I. Creepy sex pervert alien woman monster. Well, it's nice to see the Falcon not... Oh, never mind.
Yeah. Damn it, the PlayStation VR isn't working anymore.
Oh my god. Warrior King, Chimera. Oh no, my bad boy became a good boy. Unacceptable. And he also says, okay, anyone else thinks it's silly that a mere human can hold his own against an evil Ultra who has no reason whatsoever to hold back against this random annoyance meddling with his plans?
No, you don't understand. See, this human, he's special.
Yeah, he has
because the plot demands he is special.
Yeah, he has the power of love on his side.
And smile.
Yeah, smile, smile, damn it.
He's not just a normal human.
Mm-hmm. He's the star of the show. Change the galaxy! Damn it, Sophie, we're in the middle of an action sequence.
I must be here to ask you to like, comment, and subscribe. Also be sure to download World of Battleships with our cross collaboration with Ultraman.
Guest starring Iron Rocks from Ultra 7. That's right, I'm now in Worlds of Battleship. That's an obscure joke.
Isn't as obscure as adding Rumble of all characters to World of Warships.
Rumble? Who's that? Oh wait, from
one of Soundwave's tapes.
Holy crap! Okay, that is obscure.
Yeah, so like they put Optimus, Bumblebee, Megatron, and Rumble.
And yet not the boat transformer who briefly had a love affair?
Nope.
Okay.
In fact, they added, I think, 3 more characters. They added, 4 more characters. Grimlock, Hot Rodimus, Starscream, and Soundwave. Which actually makes sense compared to Rumble.
Goji says, oh god, not the creepy sex pervert talk again. Sorry, Goji Shay, that's our trademark here on Pull the Ultra Trigger.
Did we talk about creepy sex pervert stuff?
We always do, somehow.
Don't you mean you always do?
You brought up a lot last week, okay? It wasn't just me. Oh yeah, in the episode before that. Yeah, when Dargon realized he was in love with an 18-year-old.
Did he?
He did.
Oh, but did he, though?
Yeah, Dargon's right there. Stop falling in love with underage girls!
She was 18!
Oh, we got the dominatrix here. What a wholesome show. For kids.
Well, yeah, as I was saying, I feel like they're trying to do a time loop deal where the reason why Trigger became good in the first place was because of Kango's time traveling.
Yeah. It kind of works here. So I've seen enough time travel fiction, and it's like it gets a little annoying and convoluted, but here it doesn't feel too out of place. That or I'm just way too forgiving of this tokusatsu kaiju crap. My bros. Working. I'm not gonna lie, I don't think Trigger pulled off the big reveal that he and his Ultras are actually one and the same.
The same person.
Yeah.
Alright, yeah, they pretty much mentioned that, they pretty much spelled it out to you during the Z crossover.
Oh yeah.
Where it's like, hey, where's your Ultraman? Oh, well, I'm Ultraman. Oh, cool.
Doomzilla, time travel plots are very difficult to write. Yeah, tell me about it. That's why I avoid it like the plague in most of my fiction.
Is it gonna become Glitter Trigger?
Sparkle, sparkle, motherfuckers! Oh, what's this now?
You fucking bitch! What did you do to me?
You seduced me to the light side, and this is what I get? We'll meet again 10 billion years in the future. Wait, the Earth is way older than that. What am I saying? Sis, you're in the way of my gun firing. Warrior King Chimera, baby, why do you make me want to hurt you? So, and then he says Glitter Tigga, and here I thought Trigger Dark was the worst name ever. There's the money shot. Ah, damn it, never mind. I came out wrong. Goji say, then why are you a Doctor Who fan, Raph, if you don't like time travel plots? Because I'm in it for the Doctor and the monster action. Oh, we got some major...
What about your stupid ass plan to make everyone smile?
The one I was thought...
What happened to all that bullshit?
The stuff that really pissed me off.
No, I don't care about you, baka.
Nick Fitkin says, is this like Breath of the Wild where he's fighting for 300 years or whatever the number was? Kind of.
Yeah, kind of, yeah.
Some Zelda bullshit going on in here.
Also, that's how he ended up on Mars.
Ah. He redeemed himself so hard he flew into space. I'm back.
And boy, are my arms tired.
Here's your badge for best lame joke of the night, my friend. I love that. We look forward to your criticisms, Warrior King, but right now we're being emotionally affected.
It's like, yes, I just found out right this second. No, I wasn't hiding a secret from you. I'm quite surprised myself.
Why does Kango sound like an extra from like a 1950s workplace comedy? You see, Jack Lemmon, I didn't know I was Ultraman Trigger until now.
Ultraman Trigger, multi-type, Superior.
Better check this shit out, Yuna. It's pretty cool.
Warrior King, have you accepted Kango as your Lord and Savior? Have you? Smile, smile, heathens! Sorry about the ads on your sides, guys. We gotta really share some ad block downloads for you in the future. Makes a world of difference. And meanwhile, we got another Ultraman commercial on our end. Damn it! And yet, nowhere near as annoying as the Kamen Rider belt noises.
Where they actually put music on top of this, the voices.
Yeah.
And then for some reason, in certain cases, the voice is actually singing along with the weird music tune.
Go, go, go! Oh!
That was Kamen Rider O's. Oh boy.
Those Kamen Rider OE.
Warrior King, those damn sound effects really do kill the mood. Good point.
That's also kind of weird because, like, you have actual background music, and then you got like the belt music going on at the same time, and it doesn't match whatsoever.
Yeah.
Like when the Power Rangers morph, there is music, but that's actually a legit part of the soundtrack.
Huh.
Hey, are you an adult with tons of expendable cash and still watch Ultraman like a fucking loser? Well, spend your money on this shit.
Okay, hey, wait a minute. Screw you too.
So is Trigger Dark supposed to be like a copy and not a corrupted Ultraman Trigger?
I think they separate into two separate entities. So it's just like Stephen King's The Dark Half.
Okay, so in this case, doing a two-parter with the Evil Tiga saga really was a good choice, because I wasn't sure that they were going to go in this direction.
Yeah.
So this really is just like a combination of both the Final Odyssey movie and the Evil Tiga saga.
That's a good way to put it. So with that said, though, are you disappointed we didn't get in like a brand new doggy kaiju?
No, I'm good.
Okay. Fuck doggies, I'm more of a Catman person myself.
They call me Catman Carruthers.
Did you see that Dargon try to give Trigger Dark a hand and it just got, oh my god.
Trigger like, no!
I hit everyone! That's not the Dark Trigger we used to know, it's Franken Dark Trigger. One ring. Oh. Where King says, yeah, this is another part of the episode I don't dig. Kango claims he and Trigger are actually one and the same, and yet we have them both existing independently of each other for...
It's not supposed to be taken literally.
You know, this is like the time Godzilla kicked himself in the shins, and he turned into a second Godzilla and they fought. That happened, right? No.
A new toy, now available at Toys R Us, and where all other toys are sold.
I wanted to make that same joke, but I held back because I didn't want to cheapen the mood. With plastic accessories.
Although, don't you think it's way too early to show off the transformation that was initially just, initially like the endgame transformation?
Yeah. Nick Fickin says, oh no, she's Zelda now then?
Yeah, essentially.
Yeah.
She's been the Zelda this entire time.
Right, and it doesn't help that Glitter Eternity here actually has the Triforce on his chest. Kind of.
And you especially. Fuck you.
Uh-oh, he's gone crazy and he's killing the audience. Oh, okay.
And of course, he's got to have a toy himself.
For a moment there, I thought it was going to be like Kroll. He just throws that thing like the Glade. It is the Glade. The glaive? I don't know. What's the name of it?
Now you get to face off against me, myself, and I.
The worst Jim Carrey movie of them all. Oh, that's it? There really are Super Sentai levels of personality and fun.
Yeah.
Thank you, Nick. It is the glaive.
I'm not a fan of the orange.
Warriorkin says, okay, the new sword looks much better than the old blade weapons.
Yeah. It reminds me a lot of the blade that Mebius had.
Yeah. As well as the Christmas tree star my Uncle Jimmy used to murder one of our uncles. Other uncles. But as you're saying. Ooh. Bisected! Yeah! Warrior King says, that being said, I do agree it's way too early to, for Trigger to gain an ultimate form like this. Should have saved it for the end.
Unless there's an ultimate form.
Oh no.
It's like, don't you know this is a modern tokusatsu show, which means that there's always a super duper mode.
Is this Ultraman Trigger wearing the Falcon Jet as a hat?
Yeah.
I know this is like kid toy crap, but it's so sincere and earnest, it's hard not to love it.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
So he gets to have the evil Trigger stuff.
Right.
Something tells me he's going to be the final boss by the end.
Yeah. Like, he was always kind of a shady character, but he wasn't like a bad guy, and now it's like, uh-oh. I think it's all going to go wrong now.
Mm-hmm.
Nick says, yeah, he splits into 3, so the 3 will become a super duper mode. He's got to go Super Ultra Saiyan God Ultra Instinct Ego at some point.
Yes, Nick.
Right.
Always.
And Warrior King says, calling it now, Hudrum is screwed. Oh, yeah. I think Hudrum is probably going to get the worst death out of the 3 Darkness Giants.
Yeah.
Although I'm still hoping that that we still get like a major surprise boss, like in the form of I know I'm gonna say his name wrong, but I don't care about correcting myself at this point. Zoa.
Gatanazoa.
That's as close as we're gonna get. Brave Andres, okay. Big old shell man. I'll just call him that from now on.
That's adorable. Oh, they recreated that shot with the table.
Yeah.
from Ultra 7.
No, I think I know what next week's double feature is going to be. Captain Tatsumi missing. This is a job for Detective Marluru. That's easy to say. Fucking kaiju names.
So what do you think? Double feature next time with the episode of Ultra 7 featuring Metron?
Yeah, I think next week it should just be a kind of the original episode featuring Metron. Then we talk about the history of Metron, how the character started out as one of the most dastardly villains in Ultraman, eventually became sort of an unlikely ally, resulting in Marluru here, and then the episode proper. So
okay,
yeah. So besides, it looks like next week's episode is going to be like a lighthearted, comical one with very little action. So it'll be
yeah, especially after the serious two-parter.
Yeah, and they didn't show us any monster fights either. So, and
it's most likely it's going to turn out that the captain was just on his way to some personal event, and that red stuff turns out not to be blood, but like jam.
Yeah. So I bet he was going to the android factory get his robot bits fixed. If you know what I mean. I'm still gonna harp on that stupid theory of mine. Let's see what the comments have it. Yeah, okay. So Doomzilla says, of course he's the real big bad. Warrior King says, not necessarily. He might be this second to last final battle, with Chimera still being the final boss, like her counterpart in the Tiga movie. Oh yeah, that's right. She could transform into a.
She can have a super mode of herself, of her own.
Yeah, or turn into into a monstrous form like the original Camilla did. Goji says, goodbye now, Gojira. Goodbye now, Gojira. This end song reminds me of that. Oh, okay. The 1984 Godzilla end music. All right, Doomzilla says, oh boy, more hijinks next week. And Warrior King says, I'm guessing that Ignis will use Dark's power to avenge his homeworld, but will be corrupted by it and need to be saved by Kingo, or he will be killed or enslaved by Chimera. Yeah, that could happen. Goji says, hey, Metron, one I'm actually familiar with, LOL. Okay, yeah, no, we'll definitely do the Metron double feature next week. So offset like a really good episode, one of the classic episodes of the whole Ultraman franchise, with whatever wackiness they have planned for next week. I will say this, I wanted to bring this up with you, though. Ever since we had Power Dada's surprise return, I've been spoiled, and every time I see a preview for next episode, it's like, bring back a really obscure kaiju, bring back Majaba, bring back, it's like, I'm thinking like the most obscure monsters imaginable could bring up, and it's like, oh wait, they're not going to do that. And I got to remember, like, Power Dada was such a simple costume to recreate. It's like, it would be impossible, like, to bring back, like, a more elaborate monster like Gudis or somebody like that, so. How do you feel about that? Is there, like, any, like, obscure kaijus you'd love to see come back?
Sure, definitely. Although I would rather they bring back more Tiga monsters. But at this point, since we're halfway through the series and we've barely had any Tiga monsters representation, I get the feeling that it being a Tiga tribute series is mostly in the form of the main villains and nothing more than that.
Yeah, it is,
which is all right with me, I guess.
Yeah, but with that says, we still have like roughly 13 more episodes to go. With that says, at least sneak in at least one Ultraman Tiga monster from the old series. And I think we both agreed if it had to be one, it'd be like somebody like Silvergon, or do you have someone else in mind?
I guess if you're gonna have to recreate monsters from, much like how they recreated the Tiga Final Odyssey movie villainess with Camilla, I'm assuming that they're gonna have to make some version of Gatanazoa.
Yeah. Gatanazoa.
After all, the final villain that came out of nowhere for Ultraman X turned out to be an homage to Zeton. So I'm assuming that they could easily do what they did with Zeton for Ultraman X, they could do with Ultraman Trigger.
Right. And Goji says Pestar Dodongo. Those would be weird. I know there's a Pestar stage suit costume they use for like lesser productions, like the Seven Gur fight. But it would be neat to see like a proper return of Pestar with like a good costume, and one where the actors are actually on board to know what the hell they're doing, as opposed to these two actors just fumbling their way with a bat head connecting them. But yeah, I think you're right. We're probably either going to get Zola.
Uh-huh.
Thank you. And I know it's such a hard name to say, especially with my horrible big old fat lips and tongue. But yeah, it's there. You know, after revisiting Tiga recently, there was a lot of really cool kaiju here and there. But it is kind of sad that I think they are just focusing on Trigger and his battles with the Dark Giants, and we probably won't get like Silvergon or
yeah, that one with the whips.
Yeah.
Gigas, I think.
Yeah. Was it Gagi or Giga?
Goggy.
Goggy, yeah. Goggy was a pretty cool monster. I would like Goldrass and Sakuna Oni. I'd love to see those two monsters come back. But I'm surprised they didn't bring back the Killoroids or Kylor. You know, the weird demon guy.
Yeah. The Bolton homage monsters.
Yeah, it's like I wasn't big. I still don't like them from the original series, but there's a lot of potential you can have with those creatures. So, but yeah, there we go. All right, so we're practically done here. Let's see what the comments have to say.
Definitely not Goji. It's Shay. King is one of those monsters that's constantly showing up again and again and again in various Ultraman shows. So the fact that King is not in this show in particular is actually a breath of fresh air for me.
Yeah. So and yet we still got Gubira coming back again. So, but yeah, Elekeen is like one of the all-time famous Ultraman kaiju, so much so that he was actually the co-star hero monster of Ultra Galaxy's first season. So, Warrior King says, okay, here are my thoughts on the time travel stuff. I'm disappointed by how our glimpse into the past of the Giants ended up being so lackluster, with Dark having no personality of his own and his reasons for turning good making no sense beyond because the plot says so, and Kango smiled. So
I honestly expected something like this. I expected something very simplistic. It fits in line with how simplistic this entire show has been, and personally, I don't mind it.
Right. Do you think it's largely because of the COVID situation and the limited production?
Oh yeah. And the fact, no. It's mostly due to just this was an intentional decision by the producers to make it as simplistic and friendly as possible. Okay. They're not trying to go for a deep story. They just want to have an uplifting story for kids to enjoy. And this is something we got to keep in mind, is that this was made primarily for kids. And as a kid, I would totally enjoy the hell out of this. Hell, I enjoyed Power Rangers. We all know what a clusterfuck that is when it comes to storytelling. So this is actually
you can breathe on the moon, damn it.
This is way better than anything Mighty Morphin Power Rangers could ever come up with. And as a kid, I would enjoy the hell out of this. Definitely. So it's like, sure, we I get the argument of, hey, let's remember that, kids aren't stupid. They deserve, more complicated stuff, especially in like a post Avatar: The Last Airbender world. But let's also not forget that when we were kids, we enjoyed some dumb shit as well.
Oh yeah. With that said,
I was the generation that grew up on Street Sharks and Extreme Dinosaurs.
Oh god, God, what horrible show did I watch growing up? I don't remember any television shows, but me and my brothers, we'd watch Howard the Duck a lot, and it's like, why?
The Andy Griffith Show.
Yeah. You gotta nip in the butt, Andy. It's a terrible original show. I'm Don Knotts. Batman. Alright, anyways, that was my terrible impression of Don Knotts. How horrible was it? Tim Curry agrees. Goji Shih says, I wouldn't mind them bringing back Wyndham just to do something wacky with him. I think we've had plenty of Wyndham.
Yeah, we especially for Ultraman Z, I think.
Yeah.
They just brought him back, so they're not going to use him again.
Exactly. Although, I think, what's the name of the little Triceratops-like lizard who was Ultra 7's capsule kaiju?
Oh, yeah, the one that's, least used.
Yeah, Agira, I think its name was. Or Peaches, if we were to go by the English dubbed. I think, do more episodes with that creature, so... But yeah, there's so many Ultraman monsters you would bring back from obscurity. But with that said, I think it is a lot cheaper just to reuse the pre-existing monster suits. But yeah, I'm really hoping we get at least one more out of left field obscurity show up before the series over. So, Oh, and Goji says, Kaiyala. Oh yeah, the
I
blinding.
tried googling that and I can't find anything.
Oh yeah, that's the monster from the original Ultraman series that blinds people, the huge insect creature. On the
Oh,
alien
okay,
planet.
okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
who's infamous amongst Godzilla fans for fighting Gaira in a Japanese drama series. So, okay, but with that says, this was a pretty good episode, Miss. Oh wait, just as I was about to end everything, Warrior King had to dump more exposition. Well, okay, if I wanted to be generous, Dark's personality traits can be described as obedient to Chimera and too stubborn to accept help with dealing with Trigger Light. And then Goju says, you guys got to keep in mind, I'm still a newcomer Ultraman. I'm still only halfway through Ultra 7. What was the Goju?
What do you? Yeah, what do you mean by that? We never given you any shit.
Yeah, man. So with that says, yeah, I can understand. Just discovering Ultra 7, just discovering Ultraman and only being halfway in Ultra 7, he's probably like, these new monsters are all brand new to me, and then you and I, who are like, we've been in this crap for like...
No, you fucking dumb piece of shit,
Yeah, and you haven't gotten the episode with Antimatter and Ultraman Gaia? You're lame!
What, you mean you don't know about fucking Zabiblar, who appeared in this episode and episode? Oh my god, get a life, man! You fucking doob.
You know, it's so sad. Considering how many Ultraman monsters there probably is a creature named Zabiblar. Okay.
And I just described the entirety of the American Ultraman fan base that attacked poor D-Man just for wanting to review and get into Ultraman 66.
I feel so sorry for D-Man. So, although, oh my god, like, yeah, American kaiju fans can be the worst. But with that says, Goji Shay, before we log off,
in that case, I do apologize for coming off rude, Shay.
Okay, but no, Goji Shay, before we log off, I do have a question for you. What was the very last episode of Ultra 7 you saw? Just just out of curiosity. Warrior King says, or Dark is simply a mad dog who escaped his master's leash, as it were.
Yeah, that's a good way of describing Dark Trigger. He's just a mad dog, a brute, with an unknown heart of gold inside this entire time.
Yeah. So, Warrior King has more. Tokupunk Productions. Damn it, I'm late again. Tokupunk. Oh god, we got if there's an opportunity, let's try.
We start at the same time every day.
It's okay, Tokupunk. If you got like one or two questions you want to give, we'll be happy to stick around a little.
Wow, fucking wow, Tokupunk. D-Man deserved it.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Tokupunk, we thought you were one of the good ones. You're no different than half the blobbish sea of fat at G-Fest. Oh my god.
He mocked the Ultraman fan base with no many warring info and was just Kringer.
Oh wow. So okay.
Fucking wow, man.
All
fucking wow.
Okay.
Warrior King Forever says, sorry guys, I just had a lot to say tonight. Nah, it's all good, Warrior King.
Yeah, with that says, I will read your last big comment. I wasn't expecting Shakespearean levels of complicated character development or whatever, but I do feel they could have handled Trigger's turn from the dark to light better than what we got here. Just saying.
Yeah. You know, it makes perfect sense. I get where you're coming from, Warrior King. Just, I guess for me, having already seen what this show has to offer for the last 12 episodes, this fits in line. I wasn't having I wasn't having any grand expectations from what I've seen from the previous 11 episodes. So for me personally, this fits in line with the level of storytelling that's been on display up to this point. And so since I have, that allowed me to sort of like temper my expectations, if that makes any sense. So it's like I wasn't expecting anything bigger than what we got, and it fit. So I wasn't disappointed, and I got what I expected out of it. And understanding, for me personally, understanding the target audience for this series, and trying to think of this as both an Ultraman fan and trying to imagine this from the perspective of a child, I thought that it did what it set out to do, and what it set out to do was to provide this level of storytelling. Could it be better? Absolutely. with that said, I understand that that's not the bar. That's not the level of storytelling that they were attempting to make. And knowing that, I was able to temper my expectations, and I still enjoyed it for what it is.
Yeah.
But that said, for anyone who was expecting more, that's completely fine, totally reasonable. And if it's still not your thing, again, perfectly fine.
Yeah, so I think you summed it up beautifully. I'll just basically agree with what you just said. So, although with that said, do you think we're a little biased because we're kind of more in tune with the tokusatsu tropes than most other people are?
I don't know about that, because I've seen a lot of people who would critique these shows, and these are people who have been exposed to way more tokusatsu than I have been. These are people who've probably caught up with every single Sentai show, or Kamen Rider show, or Ultraman show, or any combination of the three.
Oh yeah, I will say this off the bat. Like, if you ask me what the state of modern Kamen Rider is, I'm like, I fucking don't know. Leave me a beat. I think it was like a book and a sword, and there was interdimensional decades. I don't know. So,
but no, I would say that we've been enjoying this series up to this point. I feel like mostly because I feel like watching this show with you, Raph, has definitely improved my my enjoyment of the show. Watching it with you, watching it with our friends and and followers. It just talking about it, goofing up. And that's another thing, we don't take this shit seriously at all. We're spending half the time goofing on each other than we goof on the show.
No, we don't.
No, it's not. So it's like, I feel like that sort of camaraderie has greatly improved my viewing experience of the show, which could have influenced me to view this show in a higher light. See this in a more positive light than I would if I was just watching this by myself week to week and be like, oh, okay, here's another toy commercial. So it's like, the memories that I get from watching this show is something that they'll always stick with me. And so anytime I think of this show, I'll definitely think of my experiences watching Pull the Ultra Trigger. So it's like all of that combined helps for an incredibly enjoyable time from week to week. And so there is definitely a sense of biasness going on. But hey, when you're watching a show with one of your closest friends and having a blast doing it, it's always going to result in a very positive time, I believe, no matter what you're going to end up watching.
Thank you for saying that. And plus, the original plan to have Brayton on the show would have been a disaster.
Yes, it would. It would have been like, this makes no sense. It's all dumb.
I don't like this at all. I'm Brayton.
Stop. Untie me to this chair, you big dumb balloon.
Oh, I'm glad Brayton isn't here to mock us. It's so sad.
Yeah.
Like,
So in a way, it's like I try to maintain a critical eye, but at the same time, I'm also here to have fun. So I'm trying to have my cake and eat it too. And so, but yeah, at the end of the day, those are my thoughts on Ultraman Trigger. At this halfway point, I've enjoyed the show greatly. I've enjoyed doing this live stream series. I've enjoyed doing this show. And so, and that's the whole thing. It's like, I'm at this point, I feel like I'm repeating myself, but I'm not expecting, there's the people where it's like, oh, I wasn't expecting Shakespeare, but I was expecting this at least. And again, perfectly reasonable. It's just for me, understanding where the state of tokusatsu is right now. It's the best that we can get in this situation, I suppose. Yeah. I mean, could it still be better? Absolutely. Sure. Yeah. But again, for what it is, I still enjoyed it. And whatever flaws it does have, which it does, doesn't bother me as much as it would other people.
Right. I'm not going to read what Tokupunk says, but he did mention that he kind of prefers Ultraman Z way more than this series. And I do,
sure. That's perfectly. I can see that. I definitely. Yeah. I myself, even though I've only watched the first 5 episodes of Z, I really enjoyed Z. And you know what? I would probably, having revisited X a couple weeks back, I'd say Z and X were definitely step ups from this show. But even still, I try to watch. I try to see this show, base this show on its own merits rather than trying to compare it to other shows, because it's not trying to be other shows. It's certainly trying to be something different.
Yeah, and I know this is going to be a controversial hot take from my end, but at least this is more coherent than Kamen Rider is right now. So, like, I'm sorry, I try getting the Kamen Rider, and it's like, what the hell is going on? It's like, yeah, it's as half baked as the original Ultraman Tiga's backstory was in the in-universe continuity and history. It's nowhere near as bad. It's like seriously, I get the idea that when Toei Productions comes up with ideas for Kamen Rider shows, it's literally just like the South Park joke. There's a manatee and some balls with words, and they let the manatee randomly pick words. Samurai fruit, breakdancing, interdimensional forest fighter.
Gorilla Diamond best match, yeah! Gorillamon!
Homunculus coins, evil corporation, something animals. Okay, so oh, by the way, Shay Smithers replied saying the last two recent episodes of Ultra 7 he saw was one with the Yamato battleship creature, also known as Iron Rocks, but he also mentioned the episode with Bell, Alien Bell, which that's some Ultraman monster I'd very much like to see come back, because it's this weird cicada creature. Yeah, it's kind of a poor man's Zeton/Bolton, but the idea that this weird giant cicada creature can create and control his own floating island dimension is such a cool concept, and that was one of my favorite episodes from Ultra 7. And Warrior King, holy crap, Warrior King, you are very talkative tonight.
He mentioned, I know the show is meant to be lighthearted and more kid-friendly, but I've seen similar series with better written storylines than this, like Ultraman Orbs with Juggler. I'm not losing sleep over this. I just think it could have been better than what we got. That's, again, I agree with you. Yeah. I definitely agree with you there. Yeah. And he said, who knows, maybe that ending will be better. And I agree that I'll at least have the happy memories of watching this show with you guys. Thanks, man.
Thank you.
Even if I end up not liking how the rest of this story plays out.
Right. And Tokupunk, just to reply to all your, I do fully agree Ultraman Z is definitely one of the best Ultraman shows.
We just said you don't have to keep trying to persuade us. We agree with you that there are better Ultramen out there.
Yeah. And
we just happen to like Trigger.
Yeah, and I'm very happy. It does kind of melt my heart a bit that Ultraman Z was so popular online that Two-Body Productions has allowed the series to remain on their channel permanently. So if you guys, if you guys wanted to go and watch Ultraman Z, there's a playlist on the official Ultraman Two-Body Productions official YouTube channel right now. Although it is kind of sad that Ultraman Z got voted as one of the best TV shows of 2020 on, I think, I don't know what website. What is it? Like Den of Geeks or something. But then it's like after talking to Matt Burkett and then revealing, oh wait, it was just they were low on television picks and they probably got it from an intern who really liked the show. It's like suddenly a lot of the magic, it kind of disappears a bit. So, but so but no, I think so far I am enjoying Ultraman Trigger. I honestly do feel that a little bit of potential could be met, especially compared to kind of the. Because we were talking about last week with Geozark, the subterranean robot shark, and how it was cool that in Ultraman Tiga they took their time to kind of develop different monsters and mysteries, whereas now it's kind of got into the Kamen Rider. But
how you doing?
Yeah, if Dirty McCruption was a kaiju, he would be Geozark. So.
Or he would just be like our version of Ernie Hudson. He just shows up, a monster just shows up out of nowhere, and I'm here. No build up. He's just there and end up destroying everything.
Right. So it's like the giant octopus in Godzilla movies. How you doing? What's up?
I'm here.
Okay. Kaiju no Kami's in the chat. Hello, Kaiju no Kami. He says, actually, I thought Z was a tad disappointing. I had a lot of great fun in it, but it was.
It had a lot of great stuff. It had a lot of great stuff in it.
Yeah. He said. But it was bogged down by asinine writing. So I said that right, did I? Asinine?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, so probably... I'm going to make a horrible joke right now. Probably because the lead writer is dead! It's like, I'm sorry. I had to make that. I didn't need to make that horrible joke, but
No,
I
you
did.
didn't.
So, yeah.
You didn't. We don't need to do any of this.
Yeah. And Kaiju Nakami says, I love the Iron Rocks episode of Ultra 7. I do too. That is a fun episode, and it's a very unique monster design. So, but yeah, with that said, I think we're going to call it quits. Do you want to plug anything before we say goodnight, Mr. Andres?
Do I?
Oh, no!
I feel like I keep making that joke every single week. Well, do check out my indie comic, Primal Warrior Draco Azul, issues 1 and 2, available on Amazon, Kindle, and Comixology, as you know, despite Comixology kind of going under at the moment. So I guess if you want to get it digitally, Kindle is your best bet. Physical copies are available under the staple bound label on on Amazon. Also, check out my anthology book, Primal Warrior Draco Azul, Full Metal Chronicles, a series of 5 short stories that take place between issues 1 and 2, as well as a 6th bonus story featuring a post-apocalyptic giant robot tale that will be featured in the next big installment in the Atomic Rex novel series, Atomic Rex 5, Battle of Bravura.
Nice.
And look forward to my upcoming Draco Azul novel, Primal Warrior Draco Azul, Soulless Blood, co-written by me and my buddy Ace Maroke. And also, I'm currently collaborating with Hop Toys on a Draco Azul action figure that is roughly 9 inches tall, about the size of your standard X Plus figure, resin, fully painted, and look forward to more information in the near future. In fact, I'm going to share on Facebook with Raph a preview image of the Draco Azul figure if you would like to preview that, Raph.
I will. I'll give it a... yeah, sure. I'll take some time to do that.
Let's see. Looking for the image now.
Okay. And while you do that, I'm going to mention that on the 23rd of October, me, Andres, Brayton, and Win will be doing a live watch of Halloween is Grinch Night, followed by the Mad Monster Party. So I'm working on a title card for that, but that'll be another live stream. And we hope you guys can join us. And I will also have more videos coming up in the last week of October too. So, but those will be surprises. But I'm currently working on all that, which is, for you, Shay, that's one of the reasons I'm not doing Live Stream of Consciousness or Night Owling for the next 2 weeks. Because I want to get a lot of these really cool projects. Oh my god, there's a lot of images here. So
you can show the one in Sean Hadley's hand.
Okay. So, oh yeah, the big old, okay, I know which one it is. So, yeah, you want to go into detail about how this made while I get it up?
Oh, sure, yeah. So initially, I worked with my friend Garayan, who is an art. Thank you very much, Warrior King. I worked with artist and collaborator Garayan. He is an artist from Thailand. He's the creator of the kaiju indie comic Nagorayar Against the Terror of the Moon, and he is has a lot of connections with a lot of people, a lot of other artists who within the Thai art community, and that includes a lot of people who focus on building figures on the indie market. And so he introduced me to an individual by the name of Tabun, and Tabun is a very talented toy guy who has a great a talented team behind him. And so with his help, he helped design the 3D model of this Draco Azul action figure with limited articulation, akin to your standard Bandai figure, whether it's like 6-inch, 9-inch, whatever, with like head articulation, arm articulation, waist swivel. So once he and his team helped me design the toy, I took it over to Hop Toys, where you may follow them on Facebook. It's a indie toy company. Mostly known for making resin and vinyl figures of sci-fi monsters, such as the Saucermen from Earth versus the Flying Saucer, Roman from Robot Monster, the Giant Claw, the Thing from Another World. So I approached them and said, "Hey, would you be interested in taking this 3D model and producing a limited set of 20 fully painted resin figures?" And they were like, "Yes, let's do this." And while it did took quite a long time for it to eventually get developed, what you see here is the final version of the figure, unpainted though. That will definitely come later. this is after a lot of trial and error throughout the last I want to say 1 or 2 years, because they got a lot on their plate, not just with Draco Azul, but with other collaborations and their other figures that they plan to do, with like public domain monster movies and cryptid carrot monsters. So they eventually, after a lot of trial and error, finally managed to make a version of the toy. Originally, we were going to make it at like 6-inch, but they decided to make it bigger at 9 inches.
I was going to say, that's a pretty big toy. It's like that could beat up any Bandai Godzilla.
So yeah, this is the final version of the resin figure. We have produced 20 of them. So they're going to be we're going to have a limited run of 20 figures. Roughly, we're going to probably most likely go for $100 a pop for each of them, just simply due to the expensive nature of designing and building a toy, especially on the indie market. And again, these will be fully painted. So if you want to know more information on the Draco Azul action figure, the Draco Azul comic, the upcoming Draco Azul novel, please follow me on Twitter at PW_Draco Azul. Follow me on Instagram at KaijuNoir. Follow me on YouTube at KaijuNoir. And follow me on Facebook at the Primal Warrior Draco Azul Facebook page.
Indeed. So I forgot to add those links into the description, but I'm going to do so after the show's over.
How dare you? No, I'm just kidding. Just put in Primal Warrior Draco Azul. I'm sure you'll find it everywhere. Right, and Brayton said Draco Blanco. Yes, currently it is Draco Blanco. Currently, but it will be.
Shouldn't we call it Mecha Honky instead?
In this case, let me show you I'm going to send one more image to Raph. This is actually a prototype of the Draco Azul figure that Tabun made a while back. So this is what it would most likely look like. This is a smaller version of the figure prior to when Sean and his team got Sean Hadley and his team got his hands on it and made it into made the size larger.
Oh yeah.
So I just sent the image. Yeah. I shared that one a while back, but that was the 6-inch / 15-centimeter prototype, as opposed to the 25 centimeter version that we have here.
Okay, yeah. Let me post that up, and also I wanted. Hold on. Fit to screen. There we go. Okay, it's on the screen right now.
All right, awesome. So yeah, so what you're seeing here, the colored version, this was the prototype made by my friend Tabun over in Thailand, which was used as sort of like the basis or like as a reference for the final version that Sean and his team eventually made. And Kaiju no Kami says, now I need a Kaiju no Kami action figure. Yes. And we'll just bash our toys together. It's like, yeah, take that. And Shay says, any plans for Chibi Draquito? Yes, Shay. I'm proud to announce that I'm also planning a Draquito Azul, Chibi Draquito Azul keychain. I'm a big fan of Chibi giant robot Chibi keychains, and so having collected enough of them, I decided to work with my friend Nick Huber, who is an artist that you may have seen within the kaiju art community, and we are currently collaborating on a Chibi Draquito Azul keychain figurine. And so that will most likely be made again in limited quantity. These will actually be 3D printed. And I will definitely share more of that as we are going on. Right now, we're currently in the 3D modeling stage of that. So we don't have anything ready to show. But once the 3D model is ready, I'll be sure to share it with you guys when it's ready.
Okay, I'm very happy to hear this, Mr. Andres. I'm actually quite proud.
Yeah, so I'm if you guys check out the comic, and if you like the comic, if you like the character, if you like the action figure, like I said, do check out Draco Azul in all social media links. All social media links, again, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, for all the latest news regarding my personal passion project.
Right.
And the Warrior King said, variants, Andres. Every mecha needs variants. Draco Azul, Draco Blanco, Draco Azul Heavy Arms, Draco Azul Dark, Glitter Draco. Imagine the possibilities. Yes, sir. Yes. Funny you should say that, Warrior King, because I was talking with Sean, and he said, hey, if you plan to make a second batch of these toys, we can totally do like we can totally do legit like variants of that. And he's like, he really wants to get real creative with like the paint scheme. So it's like, yes, let's fucking do it, man. But of course, we can't make another batch of Draco figures without your help. like the 4Kids Tiga, Draco Azul needs your help. So yeah, if we can sell out these 20 limited figures, then yes, we can prepare for definitely some variants as time goes on.
Indeed. So yeah, no, this
so in the immortal words in the immortal words of Ivan Ooze, take it home in boxes, take it home in cases. If your parents try to stop you, you just throw it in their faces.
Yeah, no, this is very exciting news. I can't wait. If you got more updates for next week, definitely send me the images beforehand so I can definitely we can share some more at the end of the show. But yeah, this turned out to be a very good stream. And yeah, let me just make one more mention that on the 23rd, which will be a Saturday 2 weeks from now, we're doing a live watch here on my channel of Mad Monster Party and Halloween is Grinch Night. And don't worry, Toku Punk, you are not the only one who likes the aforementioned special. And we're going to have Win, we're going to have Brandzent Films, aka Brayton, and of course you, Andres. And it's going to be a very fun night. I'm currently working on a title card and accessory art for that. And there's some of the monsters from the upcoming live watch on the 23rd. But until then, know that we're still doing Ultraman Trigger for the Sundays. I don't know about the last Sunday of the month, because it was going to be Halloween night. And you have something very special planned for your channel and your Halloween live watch. But we'll see what happens there. But yeah, that's basically all we have to say on the matter. So
yeah, and for Toku Punk, when he says when it plans to come out, I'm not sure quite yet. That will definitely all depends on what Sean and his team can do. And once I get a release date, I will certainly let you guys know.
Okay, I'm gonna read this last message from Gojishe, and then we're gonna wrap things up. He says, "May I message you later, Raph, about your favorite Outer Limits episodes? I want to check out the show for Halloween." Oh, do I have favorite Outer Limit episodes? It's almost practically a good show. There's almost no clunkers in the whole thing. Even the bad episodes are still fun in a cheesy monster movie way. But yeah, go ahead and contact me. Even contact me on, like, do an official post on Facebook, and I'll just share episodes left and right. But with that said, I think we're going to definitely call it a night. We were so close to meeting our 2-hour mark, but now we're over the 2 hours. So this will not fit easily on a DVD-R. Okay, but ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us. Andres, any last things you want to say before we say goodnight?
Support Draco Azul.
Exactly. So, all right, ladies and gentlemen, we will see you next week with the Metron Alien double feature. And that's basically it. So I'm going to play out some goodbye music, and I will I will get you in a little bit, Mr. Andres.
Shwatch!
Indeed.
Hello, hello, hello.
Hello? Anybody there? Are you there, Mark? Okay, looks like we're starting a new live stream, unfortunately. Hopefully. Hello?
Hello? Hello?
So. Hello? So. Hold on. Hello?
Breathe, Raph.
Stop being all terrified.
Uh-oh.
Hello?
Anyways.
Hello?
Hello yourself.
I can't think straight for nothing.
I don't hear you, Raph.
Yeah, this stinks. You don't hear me. Oh my goodness. Holy crap, I'm coming
I was
through.
getting stuff set up.
Alright.
I can hear you when.
Yeah. This always happens. Like last show, this happened as well.
Technical
difficulties of the show. Can you hear me now?
He's typing.
Checking
I was about to say,
the
God damn it,
button.
Raph, did you accept Sandy?
Hello? Can you hear me now?
No, I can't.
Okay, can you guys hear
So how
me?
you doing? I've seen your artwork a lot.
Dear listeners,
Hello?
not sure what Raph has planned for us tonight, as this was a kind of sudden and short notice, but I'm sure you're in for a treat.
Hello?